What up, y'all? What up? Welcome to the Kas Knight stream, man. All right. Want to open up with some music.
Stand back, homies, get on back, it's a rap now. Kas Knight rapping, I'ma show you where we at now. Dag rabbit flowing with the track that be blowing like a gap. Why he strapped, fam? Crap happens where we at. So here's the flow, here we go. Yo, Warren Rabbit with the glasses, follow the white trash. Little rabbit here to educate the masses. Only spit the facts, man, and block Dag. Simply where the future's at, fam. So get the stacking Kas, fam. Every single day in every way that we can think to make it happen. Block Dag and Kaspa. What the kids be yelling from the back, bruh? Holy moly, holy what? Holy effing crap, man. Kaspa's Kas Knight can really effing rap, man. Never ever saw it coming, nah, bro. Never knew this crazy shit could happen. Little Warren Rabbit in a mask, vigilante black leather pants. Cold in here, we going with the flow. Wait, whoa, what the F is that, man? Man, is that the effing Batman symbol? Nah, man, that ain't Batman. That's a rabbit with the mask.
Knight
It's the
signal.
Kas Knight signal. Whoa, man, and who's that with him? Guardians of the Dag, man. Holy effing crap, man. The hell with effing Batman. Kas Woman, Kas Knight, and Kas Kong coming with the smash, fam. Dag Knight putting Kaspa on the crypto map, man. Yeah, we did it in a flash, man. Block dagging on the fast track, and we ain't never looking back. It's a wrap.
There we go, dude. All right, so I'm gonna make several versions of that, and you guys can vote. So I called in a favor and had the homie help me out, put some music to that stuff, right? I wrote the lyrics, right? You guys seen the acapella version, right? And then, I'm not a musician, so I called in the homie, and there we go. We got a Kas Knight rap, right? All right, the market. We got the FOMC going today, right? Right. We got Kevin Warsh speaking, right? He's gonna. I kind of peeped it out a little bit. He's actually speaking right now. I don't know, man. It doesn't look like he's saying nothing bullish to me. He said, I know he mentioned something about, he doesn't believe in acting on inflation, or no, he doesn't believe that he should worry about jobs when inflation's hot. Basically, he thinks that's a bigger problem. Listen, they can't cut rates to help jobs if inflation's high, which is nonsense. We know that's nonsense because in COVID it was like 9% inflation and they cut rates to zero. So they can do what the hell they want, but apparently he don't want. They're not. Trump's not making it easy on this war. Right? I don't know what you feel about Trump, and I'm definitely not going to tell you what I feel about Trump because you guys get all sensitive and yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to speak on right because I don't really care. I care about the money part, right? Yeah, dude. So I don't know. I'm not seeing like a whole bunch of immediate movement, right? Let's go to the hour. I don't know, man. It looks bearish to me. We'll keep it on the 4 hour, right? But yeah, it looks pretty bearish, man. It's under all the moving averages, right? Price action is under all the moving averages. I'm trying to arrow marker here, right? Price action. And moving averages are all going flat. You see how they're going flat and sideways like that, and they're all kind of grouped together. I mean, the bullish part about that is like one candle can blast through them all, right? When they're all separated, here's one, here's one, here's one, here's one. They're all separated, right? Obviously, you got to travel much more distance to conquer all the moving averages, right? But currently, the way the setup is, a couple green candles could print right up to here, right? 65,000, you're above all the moving averages on the 4 hour. So, but currently we're underneath them, right? And we've had 3 red candles in a row. These blue candles are red candles. I just put blue for psychological reasons, right? All right, Kaspa. Let's look at Kaspa, man. Why? Because Kaspa's freaking king, baby. You believe all the stuff they're building? I got a whole another ecosystem video, and I covered a project called Frost Card, I think. Like a Kaspa credit card, debit card type of thing, right? It's more than that. Watch the video; it'll be coming up soon, right? But ecosystem stuff is going to be my bread and butter, guys. Because why? Because Kaspa has an ecosystem now. We want to see what it is, right? Who's building on Kaspa? What are they building on Kaspa, right? Because man, this is our Ethereum Solana moment, right? Solana came out with smart contracts. They built pump dot funds, started cracking out a bunch of meme coins. Woo! Solana to the moon, 2021, $8 all the way up to hundreds and hundreds of dollars, right? Ethereum, well, they had first mover advantage. They're the first altcoin, right? But made them go off not because they were the first altcoin, right? What made them go off really is smart contracts. When people started building on top of Ethereum, and now they're still building on top of Ethereum, and they got a bazillion layer twos to make it quicker and faster, and fix all the little bottlenecks, right? Well, Kaspa fixes all those bottlenecks on the layer one, right? We also have some layer twos to do some extra stuff to, because the whole point of, I think, a big part of the point of layer twos is like to take some of the strain and freaking stuff off the actual blockchain. It's kind of like when you got too many tabs open on your computer or something, right? And I don't want to say that Caspa can handle all the tabs open, but some people prefer, I don't know, layer twos for different things, right? So you can. I'm not going to get into a whole big layer two discussion, but Caspa's got an ecosystem now, guys, and we're going to be following it, man, right? So and a good place to look at it, Caspa Hub, right? You know, so anyway, you go to Caspa, you hit ecosystem right here, right? And this will show you a bunch of projects on here, right? This is where you'll find Eager Labs, Casplex, right? And a whole bunch of other stuff, right? I covered several of these projects already, and I will continue to keep covering, every project on here probably, right? No. But I covered Frostcard right here in a recent video. And I'm gonna cover this cron one, right? A native layer one launchpad. This thing looks like it's getting some traction. I've heard several influencers talking about it, right? And they like it because it's like basically a launchpad on the layer one instead of using the layer two, right? But yeah, so there, right. This is not an ecosystem video, right? But so that's that. But FOMC. So like everybody's waiting on Kevin Warsh to finish the speech, and then for the market to respond to that. But I feel like this is buy the rumor, sell the news at this point. Of course, we're not supposed to know what he's going to say, and I can't say, oh yeah, there's insiders that really do know what he's going to say, and that's why they already made their moves because, I can't prove that, and I'm not even sure if that's the case, but it seems to be the case, right? Okay. Anyway, what's Solana doing, right? Solana $73 under all the moving averages on the 4 hour, right? Bigger time frames, daily under all the moving averages, right? Everything's bearish, man. We're still in a downtrend everywhere across the board, right? When people start seeing a little bit of sideways action, they start getting excited, start talking about um, is the bottom forming and things like that, right? And I don't know, right? How do you know that, right? You say, oh, it's going more sideways than down, right? Well, that's how bear flags and bull flags work. And actually, this one's going a little up and sideways, so that's indicative of continuation in the downward pattern. If I had to bet, if you put a gun in my head and said up or down, motherfucker, I have to short it, right? Uh, so what's gold doing? A lot of people have been caring about commodities and gold lately, which is the better hedge, Bitcoin or gold, right? It's hanging out at 4,000 bucks, right? I've heard people calling for $10,000 gold. I've heard, you know, people looking at it like I'm looking at it and say, well, it's under all the moving averages. I don't know if you could, I don't know what the rules are. I mean, do you track commodities just like you track securities and cryptos and stocks and stuff? I feel like they're more global economic news sensitive. Or they're definitely global economic news sensitive because people put money in gold when they want to de-risk, right? So uh, trade gold at your own risk, I say. I mean, at least it's not gonna go to zero on you, right? That's never gonna happen. See, look how this one's. You see how this one is kind of like trending downwards like that? I don't really like that. This is a micro cap I've been watching for a while. This thing right here, it's 01 Labs, right? I don't talk about micro caps too much, but this one right here, I've always liked it. They're very ambitious. We'll call it ambitious, right? They've been in testnet for years, right? So that's the part when I first started watching them, they just came out and I was like, testnet, testnet. They had the roadmap and then to keep pushing the roadmap back. And I'm like, come on, guys, right? But and I research ChatGPT, like, what's going on with these guys? Are they building? Is it a dead project? Uh, what's going on, man? Because it sounds like if they pull off what they're trying to pull off, it could be like the best AI project ever. It could compete with BitTensor Tau, right? Uh, you got zero knowledge proof, right? ZK rollup. Zero knowledge means I can process information without looking at it, basically, right? And, or no, zero knowledge. Yes, zero knowledge and fully homomorphic encryption (FHE) are basically, so it's privacy stuff, right? So like I could take my health records. My doctor can move my health records and send them freaking over somewhere, right? And they could be scrambled, and AI and or whatever can process the information somehow without actually decrypting it, right? So sensitive information is not exposed while being processed, something like that. Very difficult stuff to pull off, right? I think the only crypto out there that's actually pulling it off really well, that's setting the standard for that stuff, is a crypto called Zama, which has been doing pretty well lately. Very volatile, up down, right? I mean, that's a trader's dream, actually. ZAMA, right? Not financial advice, dude, right? Because that thing's cooking right up and down, right? But anyway, but if you click the website, right, and you start going down the rabbit hole here, very ambitious, right? But we're still in testnet, right? See, testnet, bro. So I don't even know why I decided to show this. I just pulled up my chart. I'm not gonna deep dive into this, right? Let me holler at you guys. What do you guys think about this one, right? The market cap's still only 200,000, right? It was millions, right? What's the weekly? Still a monthly. Right? See, this thing went all the way up to $1.11, man. And then it just came down and it's been hanging out because, like, the market conditions ain't good for microcaps right now. Let's be real, right? I don't like the circulating supplies all out there anymore, but this is like a super, like, normally I'd be like 29% circulating. Dang, man. I mean, they're gonna unlock another 70%. It's gonna keep going down. Not necessarily, right? And look at the volumes. Like, there's a lot of participants in this thing for a microcap the way it is. I don't know, bro. Don't go out and buy this, dude. This is like my super DJ play. I probably should have got rid of a long time ago. I actually did get rid of it at some point, and then it went down so much more. I had to pick up. I was able to pick up what I had for $500 for like 70 bucks. I was like, oh man, all right, I'm gonna put in a position again, right? But it's like a pure speculation lottery ticket. I am fully prepared to lose all of my money on this play right here. Mega ETH is one of my other micro caps, right? And this thing's not doing so hot either. I started buying it at launch. I think it launched at 16 cents, right? It's a little under four. It's at like 3.5 cents right now. Reason why I like this is because it launched with the whole ecosystem, mainnet live, right? They didn't come out with mainnet until after they had like 50 working apps and like several $1 million TVL, right? It's total value locked. So it means participants in their like DeFi stuff, things like that. But we'll pull up Mega. Let's look at Mega, right? And there's several reasons why I like this. I think it'll be the fastest, most scalable layer two type of situation on Ethereum, and the fact that it's backed by Vitalik Buterin himself, right? So the guy who made the layer one is participating in this new layer two right here. So he believes in it, right? He put his own money on it, right? He's not the lead investor, right? But Dragonfly Capital is the lead investor, right? And they're they invest in a lot of stuff, so it's not like everything they invest in does great, but I like that VC firm right there. So do your own research on this one for sure. I like the vesting, the way they got the vesting though. They don't unlock tokens just because they feel like, I think it's like event triggered, things like that. Ecosystem stuff. But Mega ETH is layer two blockchain designed to enhance the scalability and performance of Ethereum by enabling real-time transaction processing. It is compatible with the Ethereum virtual machine. Mega ETH aims to achieve unprecedented performance levels capable of processing over 100 transactions per second. We'll see, right? I know Kaspa's processing transactions and all that stuff faster than Ethereum on Ethereum. Kaspa is just changing the game, right? Everybody else is going to be playing catch up real soon, man. All right. So oil. Let's see what oil's doing. Oil's trying to break out, right? Oil's trying to break back up to $84 a barrel. I would think oil would be a lot higher right now. I'm confused, right? Didn't they just ramp up more stuff in the Middle East? Why is oil down? Like I said, I'm not an expert on commodities, guys. Oil, gold, all those things. I don't know. I know they're like beta plays versus Bitcoin and risk on assets, right? But either way, let's look at Zama, right? I told you guys about Zama, right? Fully homomorphic encryption. What do you guys shout out, man? What do you guys think about fully homomorphic encryption? See, look at this thing, dude. I should have got in on this thing earlier, man. I'm not gonna buy it now, right? Fully homomorphic encryption, man. Those guys are setting the standard for that too, and they've been around for a very long time. And the only reason, right, I believe that they haven't taken off, and it's because they're very ambitious, right? Their whole concept, FHE, the concept of fully homomorphic encryption, is ambitious to say the least, right? So they must have convinced somebody that they knew they were doing it at some point, right? Or people are just like, it's this is the bottom. Let's get some exposure. Seems gonna have real utility, right? Zama's homomorphic encryption tools allow developers to process data without the need for decryption. This technology enables the creation of private smart contracts on public permissionless blockchains. With Zama's tools, specific users can access transaction data and contract states while maintaining privacy and security, right? Look, Cody's getting traction too. This is an old school project I like too. It's up 30%. Layer layer two privacy. So is what privacy catching a bid right now? I feel like privacy might be catching a bid right now. Look at this move. This is another micro cap that I like that's got like I like utility stuff, right? This is up 156% in the last 3 days with volume. Look at the volume bars, bro. There is no volume at all. Chat GBT, do a quick check and find out what's going on with ZAMA and ALE, or no, COTI, Cody, right? Is privacy, FHE, ZK stuff, is that stuff getting like a bid right now? Ask ChatGPT. This is how I learned crypto, man. ChatGPT. I mean, I had, obviously, I'm watching YouTube videos and I'm reading the crypto stuff. I'm going on social media and I'm following the builders and all that stuff. I'm taking in as much information as I can for the last couple of years, and that's where I got where I am today. But it says the answer is yes, with an important nuance, right? Must be rotating in the market's rotating back into privacy. ZAM has attracted attention because, like I said, it's the leader in FHE. Cody's a big name in privacy still on the DL, down low, right? ZK project sector is healthy, but the narrative has broadened. Investors are looking beyond simple scaling towards privacy. Keep them on your watch list, but don't jump all the way in, basically, right? I'm a risky guy, right? So look, there's a little bit of information there. Look at them wicks, man. Be careful, man. Like, this is not financial advice, but I am telling you right now, like these plays are getting action. I don't care what anybody says, right? Zama, this project is a sleeper right here, man. Right? Aleo, sleeper, man. Right? This one looks horrible, right? So, like R2, these are like sub 1 million market cap projects. Some of them I'm showing you. This R2, I think, is sub 1 million, right? So, I mean, that's as risky as it gets, right? So definitely do not go out and just buy something because I show it to you guys. I like this one too, right? This has got some big boys behind it. Sneaky little possibility to be a strong DeFi project, I think, right? 87,000 market cap. It's not even 100,000 market cap. If this thing hits a 10 million market cap, dude, then that's already 100x. That's more than 100x. Most DeFi projects, dude, if they have any real traction, will hit 10 million market cap, bro. Circulating supply is only 10%, right? I remember I looked at the vesting, and I don't think it was horrible. I think it was linear, but don't quote me on that. R2 is a decentralized finance protocol that introduces R2USD, a yield-bearing stablecoin backed by tokenized real-world assets such as U.S. Treasuries, money market instruments, and income-generating real estate. By integrating TradFi with decentralized finance, R2 enables users to earn passive income while maintaining the stability of a dollar-pegged asset. This is the type of stuff they're talking about. This is what the banks are trying to stop. They don't want you to be able to stake a stablecoin and get yield back for it. And but they, they can figure out all kinds of creative ways to do that, and where the language doesn't, put them in a corner to where whatever laws they passed against, passive yield, doesn't fall into that category, dude. Financial people are very savvy when it comes to wording things properly, so they don't, get held to standards, and they don't have to pay certain taxes and all that stuff, bro. I'm still learning all this stuff, man, right? But rich people know what they're doing, man, right? I don't know if they know what they're doing, R2. I just say I like that project, right? You don't have to do it. Do your own research, motherfuckers. those are my lottery plays. Those are the plays I throw like $50 at, dude, and then I'll cash it. I'll wait till they hit a couple million market cap and get the frick out of there, bro, right? Or maybe just forget about them, and like R2, I might just leave it there. If I get 100x, cool. If I lose my $50, whatever, cool. All right, 50, $100, $5 grand. Imagine turning $50 into $5 grand. So you got to be willing to take the risk, right? Stable coins are going sideways right now. Nobody knows what they want to do with this stuff, right? This news, the FOMC guy friggin' being, supposed to be Trump's buddy, wanting to cut rates, but he's really not gonna, and he's saying the opposite. Like, what the heck? Look at Tau, dude. BitTensor Tau at 191. What a steal, dude. I don't see how that's not a discount. I'll be real. I was hoping that fool would say something, that FOMC guy. I wish he would. I was hoping he would, like, we're gonna raise rates by 250 basis points this time and next time, right? That would have tanked the market like a mother sucker, right? But anyway, I digress, right? So let me know what you guys think about these Kas Knight lyrics, man, and the songs, right? I wrote the lyrics.
Yeah. Stand back, homies, get on back, it's a rap now. Kas Knight rapping, I'ma show you where we at now. Dag rabbit flowing with the track that be blowing like a gat. White strap, fam, crap happens where we at. So here's the flow, here we go. Yo, Warren Rabbit with the glasses, follow the white trash. Little rabbit here to educate
God bless
the masses.
everybody.
Only spit the facts, man, and block
Thanks for the
dags to be
support.
where the future's at, fam. So get the stacking cash, fam. Every single day in every way that we can think to make it happen. Black dagging Kaspa, what the kids be yelling from the back, bruh. Holy moly, holy what? Holy effing crap, man. Kas Knight can really effing rap, man. Never ever saw it coming out, bruh. Never knew this crazy shit could happen. Little Warren Rabbit in a mask. Vigilante black leather pants, cold. And here we going with the flow. Wait, whoa, what the F is that, man? Man, is that the effing Batman symbol? Nah, man, that ain't Batman. That's a rabbit with a mask. It's the Kas Knight signal. Whoa, man, who's that with him? Guardians of the Dag, man. Holy effing crap,
man. I really love the support, man. We're having fun here. We're elevating and growing together.
With the smash, fam. Dag Knight putting Kaspa on the crypto map, man. Yeah, we did it in a flash, man. Block dagging on a fast track, and we ain't never looking back. It's a wrap.
Yeah, man. Kas Knight out, man. God bless you guys, man. Keep supporting the channel. Like, share. Kaspa, baby.